Just a few days ago, Battlestate unveiled its change to the Bitcoin value in Escape from Tarkov. What does this mean, and does it solve the problem that they're trying to solve in Escape from Tarkov? What's going on, guys? My name is Rivalont, and I stream Escape from Tarkov a couple times a week here on YouTube. So if you want to drop in anytime you disagree with anything I say, want to talk about what I talk about in this video, feel free to jump into those streams and click that ring that bell, be notified every time I go live, so you can jump in and talk about it. All that boring stuff aside, let's jump into it and take a look at what's going on. Just a heads up before we dive into this, this will be a sort of a talking head video, so there won't be a reason to keep this open. You can minimize this, keep the video playing, minimize it off to the side, but this will be just a talking head sort of video where I'll just be talking about the topic at hand. But anyways, let's get into it. Now, if you're no stranger to Escape from Tarkov, or even if you are, you may be aware that the Bitcoin is something that every player strives for. And especially building that Bitcoin farm in a hideout to produce up to 3 Bitcoin in a 24-hour period. And Battlestate has always based these off of the real value of Bitcoin in the real world. But it is only a 0.2. It is 0.2 of a physical Bitcoin. So it's only 0.2 of the real value of Bitcoin. That's the in-game value, is only 0.2 of the real value in real life. Now, with that being said, so this fluctuates from time to time. So sometimes the Bitcoin may be worth more, worth less. And so as the price fluctuates and when it's on its lows, people will tend to hoard these. But really, these Bitcoins have kind of caused an issue where they're worth so much, and with people hoarding them and really just hanging on to them, selling them when they're high, we end up having a very unbalanced economy. The economy has always kind of been a problem in Escape from Tarkov. Now, this is only my first wipe. I'm not seasoned in this aspect, but from what I've heard, it's always just been a problem in the game. And I think being a fresh player to this game, I understand exactly what that issue is. And it's really that there is no middle tier in Escape from Tarkov. You have the new players just starting out, and then you have the players who have already got that Bitcoin farm. They've loaded it with 50 graphics cards, and they are just running around absolute giga chads, running the best gear, the best ammo. And they are just stomping all over the new players. And it really makes it hard for players to get in, especially this late in the wipe. Now, we're already a couple months into this wipe, and Battlestate just unveiled this change. So, at the time when they announced this, and this was during the Press Release Punishment Tournament, the Bitcoin was valued at about 850,000 rubles. Right now, at the time of making this video, it's down to 548,000, which is quite a significant change. But does this solve the problem? Does this fix the economy? What does this mean for everybody? So, in my opinion, I think this does help address these issues. And I talked about this previously on live stream, but I think I was just a little tilted in one direction than the other. But after taking some time to ingest this and really think about it, this does start to solve the problem that we see in Escape from Tarkov with the imbalanced economy and some items on the flea market being worth so much. But this kind of helps create that middle tier. So the Bitcoin overall, though, the Bitcoin Nerf, I think does help solve this problem, where we'll start to see over time that this wipe isn't just completely ruined by the overpriced Bitcoin value, where people rushed, they got their 50 GPUs early on, they made their money back, and now they're just raking in the profit. I think even with the players who are currently, giga chads, they have millions of rubles to dispose of every single day. If this value holds even at 548,000 rubles, they won't be making as much money throughout the day passively from the Bitcoin farm, that it will start to kind of push them back, and they'll have to start not running the top tier loot. And I think this also helps solve the problem of hatchet runners on interchange, who hatchet run, grab the GPU, then they don't care about dying or not, because they got the GPU, they put it in their secure container, and they're out. And this helps sort of solve that problem as well. But overall, taking a look at this Bitcoin, this does help solve the problem. We won't see this right away. It's only been a couple days since this was, not even a week actually, since this was announced and since this change has been made. But I think as time goes on, maybe within a couple of weeks, we'll start to really see how this pans out and how this really affects the economy. We'll start to see items in the flea market start to come down in value. Some may increase as well, but we'll start to see a lot of items come down in value where they're not selling for millions upon millions of rubles or just a ridiculous amount. We'll start to see things be a little more balanced. and the game will start to tilt a little more in the, not so much in the newer players' favor, but not so much in just the Giga Chads. We'll still see Giga Chads around, the ones who are the real sweaty players who have the time to play, who know a lot of the good loot runs. We'll see a lot of those guys still. But not as frequently, where it's not every single player in a raid is a Giga Chad. So we'll start to see this pan out a little bit more in the future, but just not right now. Now, if this holds and Battlestate decides to keep this change for the next wipe, we'll definitely see more of a balanced game the next time around after that wipe, because even if it won't, the return on investment for quickly building that Bitcoin farm, purchasing all your GPUs, the value won't be there because it will not be producing as much. As it stands right now, reducing this Bitcoin value is definitely helping to start solving the problem of the absolutely broken economy that is here in Escape from Tarkov. We'll start to see more balance come in, and it won't be as daunting for newer players or even anybody who hasn't been able to play till this late in the wipe. It'll start to be a little bit more in their favor. They won't be getting stomped on by Giga Chads. So what do you guys think? That's my opinion on how this Bitcoin value, this nerf to the Bitcoin value, will help sort of shift the tide and Escape from Tarkov and fix the broken economy. So if you guys disagree, if you agree, you have something to say, whatever, drop a comment down below. Let's talk about it. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a like. If you dislike this video, dislike it. With all that being said, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video, and I hope to see you next time.